Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to episode 78 of Jagiland. On the last episode, I started building this wondrous woodland mansion. What the hell was I thinking? I know, it's a ridiculously stupid project that I shouldn't have taken on because it's going to be too big and it's going to take me too long. Okay, it's fine. I'm not having a panic attack, it's okay. What have I done since then? Not a lot. I've just sort of fleshed out a few little details. I keep having mobs spawn on my roof because some of the blocks on top of the roof are actually solid blocks. They're made out of half slabs, obviously, the roof, but like I said, some of them are solid blocks, so I can't really do a whole lot about the mobs spawning up there. There's nothing I can do to stop it, I don't think. I think like even if you put string and stuff up there, they still spawn. So, oh well, never mind. It's okay. I just have to keep getting attacked by spiders every 5 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. I've already said fine in an episode. I want to like try and stop saying fine all the time. I can't. I really can't. I find myself doing it in like I'm gonna say in real life. This is real life, Jag. Anyway, bit of a weird start to the episode. It's fine. Okay, so what I've done on the interior, not a lot. But as you can see, I have chopped another whole section of the mansion down. And that took me a very long time. It's one of the reasons why this video is late. There are various other ones, which I will get into later on. What I've done is I've gone through the mansion and I've tried to find all of the illagers, the vindicators, and throw them all down here. So as you can see, they're very angry. Hello. Yes, I actually have missed a couple, but it's fine. We're not going to get into them just yet. I think one is in that corner, and then there's some over there. That's why you can see some of these sections where they've been chopped out is where I was just placing blocks to put the track on to get them down there. And I thought, what an absolute nightmare. Like, just terrible. Terrible. Up here, I've sort of rounded off a few of the details towards the sort of ceiling area. I don't know if I had these windows in before, but they are in now. And I've changed a little bit about this section. This section looks a little bit neater now. And we have just a single doorway to the balcony there. I don't quite know what's going to happen to this side, so can't really do anything for that just yet. So I'll just leave that. Close the door, obviously. I've got some lighting down here. I don't think this looks very nice, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. So let's just leave that for now. And it's not necessary anymore. Thank you very much. And yeah, you know, this balcony, it looks okay. There's a few little sort of decorative bits I can do on here, but, you know, for now, it's fine. It's fine. Stop saying fine. Stop it. Okay, so you may notice that my audio is a little bit different today, and that is because it's one of the reasons why this video is late. I have been fighting my audio issues. I've been having a few little blips, quite literally. In a few of the videos, there's been short little audio blips that have just really frustrated me, and I've tried to edit most of them out as much as I can, but you know, maybe I've caught a few of them. On today's video, by the way, we're just going to be extending the roof section is going to go up, and I'm going to have like a what's the word? Right, okay. So down there's going to be these stairs in like a main hallway, and then I mentioned before I'm going to have a ceiling is going to be like a big atrium kind of thing. So like a big glass ceiling. So that's what we're going to go work on today. But yeah. I've had a few audio issues, a few blips, and some like hissing and things like that. Was that 3? I think that's 3, 4. Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's not enough, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I reach? Can I jump that? Can I jump 5 blocks? Geronimo! I missed it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You didn't see nothing. Okay, so yeah, I've been fighting the audio issues, and I was kind of blaming my USB audio interface. So I use an XLR mic. I use an Audio Technica, some letters of some description, and look on my website for what microphone I use. And I have it hooked up to a USB audio interface, the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, and this is the old. Oh, that's not right. This is the old 2i2, and there is a new one out, and this old one apparently has compatibility issues with Windows 10, which I was not aware of when I bought it. But I did notice as soon as I actually installed it, the software that they recommended for it didn't work with it. So that was an issue instantly, which should have clued me in that something was not quite right. But yeah, apparently they do have the odd issue here and there, and you have to my Irish, you have to set them up slightly differently, or you have to be a little more, what's the word, conscientious of certain details when using it, which I was not aware of. But I was blaming that, so I was like, well, you know what, instead of upgrading that, why don't I just go for a new USB mic? So I don't have to, I can skip the middleman. I can skip having the actual interface itself and just have the microphone plug directly into the computer, right? Makes sense, okay? Yeah, why not? Well, no. No makes sense. So I bought the Blue Yeti USB microphone, and I had issues with it from the beginning. I've ended up sending it back and getting a refund. And it actually turns out what was going on was whenever I would plug the headphones into the microphone itself, which was one of the reasons I bought the damn thing, it would hiss or it would buzz, or it had this sort of electrical popping noise. And I actually ended up speaking to the people at Blue who make the thing, and they have suggested that. Well, no, they've not suggested. They've told me that there definitely was a missing rubber contact in the screw hole where the screw goes for the actual what do you call that? What's the word I'm trying to think of it? Oh, the mic boom arm. There we go. So the mic boom arm screws into the bottom of the microphone, and there's a rubber contact inside the screw hole that prevents contact between the screw and an internal screw in the actual microphone itself. Okay? And apparently, because that was missing, there was contact, and it was making that electrical popping, hissing, buzzing noise that was frustrating me so much. But I was so annoyed that this had happened, I just sent it back. I actually bought it from Amazon. I sent it back to them, and I said, the Blue have confirmed there's a fault. Go away. Give me my money back. And so that's what I've done. And then that led me to doing a little more research on the microphone they actually have, and it turns out, actually, my microphone's pretty good. And even the Scarlett 2i2 is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, but there is actually an upgrade to the Scarlett 2i2 which does have more, better compatibility with Windows 10, and also has, working software with Windows 10. So that'll be nice. I think I'll upgrade to that, and that should hopefully sort out all of my audio issues. I see you. Wow, did they just commit suicide like that? I mean, I guess they didn't, but I think they actually calculate whether the risk is worth it or something like that. It's like a really weird algorithm, but it's quite sophisticated, I have to say. But yeah, so hopefully the audio issues will be sorted very soon. I have actually tinkered with this setup a little bit, and hopefully you should notice that there is actually less background noise. I've actually moved my entire computer further away from the microphone. And also, I've installed a noise gate, which I attempted to use before, and I didn't really understand it, and I couldn't get it to work properly. But hopefully this time I've actually managed to, actually work it. So hopefully that's better. All right, so would you guys like me to talk about some wrestling a little bit more? Yeah, like I did last episode? I'm going to guess no, because I've lost 12 subscribers since that episode. I get it, guys. You don't like wrestling. That's fine. I understand. No, that's fine. You didn't have to unsubscribe, okay? Apparently YouTube is doing some sort of subscriber purge of dead accounts, I think. Well, I believe that's the company line. Anyway, and yeah, I've lost 12 subscribers, but that's fine. That's all good. That's okay. I saw a tweet from Zazuma, I think, Zazuma Void, who showed his like subscriber loss, and like someone was like 150 in one day or something like that, which is, I imagine, like if you're doing this as an actual career, that's quite scary, right? That would be quite a scary prospect, losing 150 subscribers in one day. You know, YouTube, they're a strange company. They have issues. They really do. I think I've spoken about this before. They seem like a really sinister kind of corporation to me. I don't quite understand how their company works, but I suppose since I'm not a particularly business-minded person, I guess that's fine. It's all good. All right, guys, I'm just chopping away a few extra bits of the mansion because I hadn't chopped away enough before. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, so I have been watching The Walking Dead since the very first season, and I loved it, you know, because I'm a massive zombie fan, zombie apocalypse sort of things in particular. I really love that sort of stuff, so it was the perfect show for me from the very beginning, and it's kind of deteriorated since then, and the latest season in particular has been pretty bad. Despite Jeffrey Dean Morgan's attempts to make the show relevant again, he plays Negan, who is a really great character, really just great acting by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It hasn't worked. It's just this season has just been awful, and it just recently ended. And I won't spoil it or anything, but honestly, I wouldn't even bother. Like, it's just awful. It's just terrible writing. I have actually heard that the next season has a different, there's a different head of the show. So hopefully it'll improve, but honestly, I don't really have high expectations for that. It's just a real shame. It really is, because they have some great actors in there. Like I said, Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been fantastic, and Andrew Lincoln, he plays Rick, the main character, right? And I've never been his biggest fan, in all honesty. I don't think it was the right decision to cast him, particularly because, you know, he's English and Rick is very much not. And I don't think his accent has been the sort of strongest of his acting abilities there. And also Morgan, played by Lenny James, is it? I think. And he's another English guy playing an American, and his accent is terrible. And also the character is just really annoying. And a lot of the characters in it are, like the character of, is she called Tara? I think like her name's spelled Tara, but they say Tara because they're American, and that's what happens with Tara in America. I noticed that in Buffy, they have a character called Tara, but they call her Tara. All right, fair enough. Whatever. Her character's just awful. Like, there's just nothing about that character whatsoever, like, redeemable. And she's just they're in it. She's in it all the time. Just go away. Go away, terrible character. And there's lots of characters like that where they just don't develop them. They don't really give them any kind of reason for being in the show. They have a really popular character in Norman Reedus' character. What's his called? Daryl. It's been like a really great character throughout the season, and it's just this season is just throughout the series, sorry, and this season has just been worthless. It's been basically pointless. He's had like a couple of storyline bits, but towards like the last few episodes, they was just like, oh yeah, we have Daryl in this series still. He's here, but we're not going to do anything with him. One of the most popular characters in the show. Terrible. Just awful writing, and it's just really put me off, and I don't even know if I want to carry on watching this. How is there a sheep in here? Huh? I bet you guys expected me to kill the sheep, didn't you? Well, I didn't. I left him there, alright? We're going to see how long he can survive. Okay, so. What was I talking about? Walking Dead. Walking Dead, terrible. Westworld, excellent. So the new season of Westworld just started, season 2, and the first episode was really good. Really sort of set the scene for many characters, re-established the whole thing of just confusing everybody, which in a good way though. It has like multiple timelines and things like that, and it's just really good writing. So I'm really excited for that coming back. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do some sort of shape for the roof, and then on top of that roof is going to have the sort of glass ceiling. I don't think I'm going to do anything particularly special, so I don't really know how much of this on camera I will show you. But I'll do a little bit, I suppose. So we're going to do the usual trick of alternating between the different stairs and things like that. I need to get up there, don't I? How can I... where can that go? There, very good. So the usual trick of alternating between... oh, is that... Have I done this in the wrong place? I certainly have. How have... Oh, I see. I have a pretty good screenshot today. I've actually learnt my lesson for once. So, alternate the cobble and the stone brick stairs is what I've been trying to say for the last 5 minutes, it feels like. And, yeah, just do it randomly just for a little bit of edge to the detail, a little bit of sort of weathering to it. Why not? I know I've done this a lot, and I kind of worry that I do it too much in the builds, but I feel like it actually, for a start, it's just a very good detail to use, and also it actually ties the builds together from the different areas in Jagiland, because this is supposed to be, one world, so it does make sense. In my brain, anyway. We're going to stick a chisel stone brick on top of there, and that there. Okay, and then we're just going to use the basic, not spruce, the dark oak stairs. What can I do for that? That doesn't look right, does it? Because that's going to be exposed. Don't quite know what I've done. I think, actually, yeah, so this is going to come around like that. Yeah, okay. So I can just use... Oh, I wonder if I can maybe, like, use some... I might not be able to use some glowstone because you'll probably see it from inside there. I don't have any on me, do I? No. Okay. Well, I'll just cover it with a block. I actually think maybe... Yeah, I could use, like, glowstone there with a thing there. And at least it'll... Yeah, because there's going to be, like, maybe some spawning spots on this roof. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, so essentially I'm just going to carry on doing this throughout the rest of the roof. So it's going to have, as you can see, a point there, there, there. So 3 per side. And then in the middle, a square hole where the glass roof is going to go. Pow! Okay, so let me just move the microphone a little closer. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've pretty much done all the details around the edge of where the glass is going to go, and I've done quite a few details on it. Sort of every block seems to be covered by something. That's not really to stop spawning, it's just for detail's sake, really. I kind of felt like spamming blocks here, and I just felt like it, you know? I just had an urge, a need to spam all of the blocks. I've even used buttons on these because I found it amusing. And just it looks like it kind of breaks it up a little bit if you just add some buttons to the blocks. I was gonna add some here, but I can't be bothered. No, it's fine. It's fine as it is. It's fine. Do I have any buttons on me? Not enough. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So let's start with the actual glass roof. Don't really know. I didn't actually work this part out, but I have a feeling. So let's try 2, 3, 4, and the middle's there, so 5. Yeah, that works out. Okay, so that's wrong. I'll try a flat section first, something along those lines, and then we'll try and raise that. Oh, does that look a bit pointy? Kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go. Yeah, okay, so we'll have like this section will be flat, and then it'll go up a level, like so. Okay. Where to? I don't know. Let's just. And then should I raise it there? Maybe even there. And then we'll have like support struts going through the middle. So let's just do an edge of this and see how it looks. So what can we use? Okay. Yeah, see, this is gonna be a bit tricky because you have to use full blocks rather than slabs to sort of what's the word? To sort of grade the actual incline. Is it an incline? I think so. It's fine. Okay, so let's just figure this out. I think I might have done this slightly wrong. Yeah, see, this doesn't seem it doesn't seem big enough for me. So let's extend this curve. I've just lost a whole load of glass that I didn't want to, but that's okay. It's fine. Nope. Okay, guys, so I have decided to invest in Adobe Premiere. And in order to get that, you have to get, well, you can either pay for a single program or you can just pay the monthly subscription for the set of programs. So I just did that. And so I've also got the new After Effects and Photoshop and all that crazy goodness. So on the one hand, I'm kind of broke. On the other hand, I'm kind of hyped because it does mean I've got the opportunity now to do a little more with my videos. You know, After Effects is a very, very powerful tool, and Premiere Pro is just going to be a lot better for me than what I'm looking for here, Chiselstone Bricks. Then I'm currently using Sony Vegas, and honestly, it has a lot of problems. Like, I moan about it on Twitter like every week. Practically every video I do, I moan about it. For instance, the preview. Oh, the preview drives me absolutely insane. When sometimes it just refuses to show you the transition effects that you've just shown, that you've just added to it. Like, I want to see them. It's the whole point of a preview. So things like that. And yeah, so hopefully I'm also going to be upgrading the quality of the videos. I currently do them in 60 frames per second, but I'm only on 720p. And I've decided I'm going to finally upgrade to 1080. So you guys should hopefully be seeing... not in this actual video, but in the next few videos, hopefully, if I learn how to use this stupid thing, a bit of an upgrading quality. So that should be quite useful. Have I done this wrong? I have. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I'm just going to essentially do all the four corners the same as this, and then actually I need to get underneath to add a few details to the bottom row as well. And there we have a very nice view from the top. I just thought I'd show you guys this view, and you can see I've used a lot of the cobble, but I know the original mansion build had a lot of cobble around the edges and stuff, so that's why I've done that. And you know, it looks okay. It looks a little bit too weathered, maybe, but I just can't be bothered to change it now, so that's fine. It's all fine. All right, guys. So I mentioned getting the Adobe package, and then I'm going to start using Premiere Pro to make these videos. And something about YouTube videos that I noticed is that if a video has a long intro, like over 10 seconds, sometimes I can't be bothered to watch that video. It annoys me that much that I turn it off. And then I realised my own series has like a 14-second intro, so... that's not so good. That's not so good. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe cutting down my own intro for these videos and just doing something fancy in After Effects with the logo or something. You know, I'll keep it with some music and stuff, so hopefully it should be quite fancy still, just not so long. Not so long. I remember the original idea behind having the longer intro was to show you guys some like building creative that I'd done just so you could see what to expect from the series, and I think I've done enough episodes now that you should know what to expect. So there. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just building the main staircase. I'm just going to show you a little bit about the design, not do it fully on camera. So I've gone with the dark oak inside here as well. As you can see, I've closed off this room, but left open. This is going to be like for a hallway here, I think. And then through here, this will all be opened up into another room with something in here. I don't know what yet, but something. I'm not too sure about this wall design. I'm really not. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but I think once I get some like paintings up and stuff, it'll be a little bit better. And things like well, some sort of lighting options. Like, I think I'm just gonna go with some fences. Do I have any on me? I have spruce. I don't really want to use spruce, but when I get some like some fences with candles on top and things like that, I think it should look a little bit nicer. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, so let's decorate this a little bit. So we're going to start with chiseled stone bricks. And, yeah, I'm going to stick that on top. Now, let me see if I can try to remember how to do this. Is it like that? I think that's the correct way. Yeah, and then we have slabs on top of there, and then slabs underneath. So we're sticking with a sort of a mixture of stone and wood design. Do I have any buttons? I do. Yeah, okay. I could even stick buttons on the inside maybe as well. Spam buttons all over the place. And, yeah, so it's not going to be, like, mega ornate or anything, but, you know, it should look quite nice, I feel. And I'll figure out how to do that bit. Since it's got a corner there, we'll have a look-see. Okay, so hopefully, a few changes coming to this series. You may notice I haven't done a terribly large amount in this episode, and that's mostly just because I've spent so much time with fighting these audio issues. I just want to get a video out. And in the next episode, I'm feeling like maybe we'll move away from the mansion for an episode, just to keep it a little bit more fresh. And you know, because I've mentioned before that I need a super smelter, and I also need a blaze farm to like power that super smelter. So I feel like doing them. Like I've never done a super smelter or a blaze farm before, so that should be quite interesting. That goes on top of there. I think that goes there, maybe, and then we'll carry this on up here. Yeah, like that, right? Yeah. And I'm going to use some fences here, actually. Spruce will be fine. That should... And then down here. Yeah, I feel like this works. Under there, and there. And then underneath this area here, I think I might just spam a load of bookshelves. I think there is some bookshelves in a room, yeah, over there. So I don't really know what to do under here. Maybe I'll like keep this as a solid thing. Maybe that'll work. And then the bookshelves under this section. What might that look like? Do you know, it's not as detailed as I would have hoped. I think it'll be okay. Alright guys, so I'm going to carry on that and then get back to you once I'm done. And that should just about do it. Alright guys, so I finished off the staircase, and as you can see, I've added this fancy carpet. Now, I'm not too sure about this particular style of carpet. It looks like, which flag is it? Is it the Norway flag that has the... I really shouldn't say that because I haven't got a clue. I've probably just upset some people. But yes, you know, the original mansion had the 3 red with the 1 white stripe either side. And I decided to just change that up a little bit and use this. I just want to add a little bit of colour because... I actually was originally going to use a brown carpet, but I've used so much brown in this mansion that I'm getting a little bit sick of it. So, yeah, I decided to change it up a bit. In fact, that's why I have all those sheep out there that are brown. So, that was a waste of time. As you can see, up there, this obviously doesn't look very nice. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this just yet. But I can clean it up a lot. But I've got a feeling this might actually be open here. And I think... So this is the 2nd floor. Yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking maybe there'll be like a 3rd floor up there. And this will be open. And you'll be able to sort of walk into like a balcony area here, and then there'll be like a terrace on the outside of the roof. Something along those lines, anyway. My main problem with building this mansion is not necessarily designing like the shape of the mansion. Like, I can just, you know, you can throw shapes at it and just stick it all together and it'll be fine, but making it work from the inside, like logically, as in where you have corridors leading to actual places and you have staircases in logical positions and stuff, that's the most difficult part of this build. In fact, that's the most difficult part of large buildings in general. So you know, I've got to make that work, and I'm struggling a little bit with that, I have to say. But like I said, I am going to take a break from the next episode and try and do something else. So hopefully I can refresh my brain on that, because this project has kind of killed me. It's kind of killed me, yeah. Sort of, like I said, just working out the logistics of whereabouts the rooms are going to go and where the staircases are going to go and all that. It just fried my brain quite a lot, actually. So, yeah. All right, guys. So, I think... Excuse you. I think that's all I'm going to do for today. I suppose I have to dye these red now. That's fine. It's fine. I actually got a lot of red and white carpet from taking it out of the actual destroyed mansion anyway, so I won't need any for a while. I think this place is looking pretty cool. So the original mansion did have this, well, you can see there, it has an extra layer above, so that's why I've decided to add this one, and it has added that extra layer of detail that I really like. How has he escaped from this game? Alright guys, like I said, I'm afraid I've run out of time for today. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.